Hi there, my name's Andy Hillier and today's guitar lesson is going to be on my arrangement of Down by the River from Baldur's Gate 3. It's a beautiful little song. I've done a full playthrough, a full cover, so go and have a listen to what it sounds like. And today I'm going to teach you that. But just before I do, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video, press the notifications. I love to hear from you, so please leave me some comments in the comment section. Just say hi if you want to say hi. Let me know what songs I should do next. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, and you want to print the tabs off for this, then I'll put them on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Also, I've got a new guitar course on my Patreon page. So if you want to know about music theory, I've got a kind of guitarist guide to music theory course on there, so you can check that out as well. Links in the description. My guitar is in standard tuning. Okay, the first line goes like this. Quite a simple little line. So we're going to start on B8. I'm using my little finger here. So 2 B8s, then E5, E6. So you've got, and then do another E6, E5, and then 2 B8s, then E5, and then E6. So just kind of like going up and down those three notes. Bar 2 is exactly the same. Bar 3 is slightly different. We're going to play 2 B8s, then E6, E8, then E8, E6, B8, another B8, E6, E8, then E5. So bar 3. And then bar 4 is the same as bars 1 and 2. So the whole line goes like this. So that's the little intro. On to the next line, and this feels like the verse of the song. And the whole line goes like this. So to play that, start with an open G string, and then 2 E3s, then E3, hammer onto E5, and then play B6. So bar 5. Bar 6, we've got the open G string again, then 2 E3s, hammer onto E5, B6, B3, then G3, then G2. So bar 6 goes. So if you play bars 5 and 6, you got. Bar 7 is the same as bar 5. Then into bar 8, and we've got this. So for that, we're playing E8, E6, E5, B8, B6. Into the next bar, we've got E5 and B8. Really quick. So bars 8 and 9 go. And then bars 10 and 11 are exactly the same. So the whole line are 1, 2, 3, 4. On to the next line. This kind of feels like it started another verse. And the first 5 bars are exactly the same as what we've just played on the previous one. There's a little change on the end. So bars 17 and 18, we start the same. E8, E6, E5, B8, B6. But then we get in bar 18. So B8 twice, then E10. So bars 17 and 18. So let's play the whole of that third line, which is like kind of the second verse. You got this. On to the next line, and this is still kind of part of that, what kind of feels like almost like chorusy part. So the first 2 bars sort of start the same. We're going there. We've played that phrase before. E8, E6, E5, B8, B6, and then E5 to B8. And then it's sort of going into like this sort of what feels like a middle 8. So, last beat 4 of bar 20, we've got the B3, E3, and then B6, and then another B6 in the next bar, bar 21, so it goes. Then the next phrase starts on E5, to B6, slide up to B8, and then hit it on B8, so it goes. And to finish that line off, we've got 3 E13s. So let's just play that line as is. 3, 4. Two, 3. On to the next line, and we've got so for that, E13, and then E10 twice, then B13 twice, B11, B13, B11, back to B13, and then E10. Or on my version, instead of playing E10 there, I just slid up to E15. So you can either play that as an E10 or a B15. It's the same note. So from the beginning of that line goes. And then you play the 2 B8s, which I just played. And then E10, E8, E10. Then E8. B8. Then all the way up to E13. 2 E12s. E13, E12, E10. And then 3 E10s on the end. So that line goes. On to the next line, the second last line that we've got, and we've got this. So for that, E10, then 2 B13s, 2 B11s, then B10. So far you got. Then B11, B13, B11, then B13, and then E10. Again, on my when I played it, I actually played that as a B15. So your choices are to play B15 or E10, and then 3 more of those. Into bar 29, and we've got this. So for that E10, I'm pulling off to E8 and then playing E8. So I've got then B11, E10, again pulls off to E8, another E8, E5, E6, and then B8. So bars 29 and 30 go. So the whole of that line goes. And on to the last line. It's very much stuff that we've done before. So we've got. So we've done that phrase before. E8, E6, E5, B8, B6, 2 B8s, then up to E10. And then the next phrase. Bars 33 and 34. Again, we've done that before. E8, E6, E5, B8, B6, E5, and then B8. Let's just play those first 4 bars of that line. They go. And then this last little bit, the last 2 bars, you've got to play it a bit free. There's a little bit of a rest before it plays it. So a little bit of a gap. It's played kind of a bit more freeform. And it sounds like this. So B8, and then 2 more B8s. Then E8, E6, E5, rest a bit more on that. And then B8, B6, and then B10, and then B8. So it feels a bit like this. And that's the end of the song. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed that little guitar lesson and found it useful. If you have, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video, press the notifications. And I do read every comment, so please leave me some comments. It also helps the video hopefully get some more views. So just say hi, let me know where in the world you're from. Let me know what songs I should do next. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, and you want to print the tabs off for this, then I'll put them on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Also, while I'm talking about my Patreon page, I've got a new music theory for guitarist course on there as well. So you might want to check that out if you're interested in music theory. Well, thanks for watching this. I do really appreciate it. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.